So I had a client who admitted to drinking a double espresso before his weigh-in, hoping it would clean out his bowels quickly so that the weight on the scale would drop. That is no way to live. So if you are obsessing over that number on the scale every bloody morning because you just want to lose some weight as you get older, I'm going to show you 4 habits, not dumb hacks, that mean fat loss just ends up happening automatically and without all the misery. Because after sorting these out, you will stop doing stupid, unsustainable things that we're all tempted to do to move the scale. You will start losing fat without counting a single calorie, and you will actually stay consistent with this for long enough to lose the weight that you want instead of giving up every couple of weeks. And I've been there myself. In my 30s, I was training too much, eating too little, and just feeling like crap, or doing dumb, hardcore things to lose the belly that I developed since our pesky kids had come along. And by the way, if this is your first time here, I'm Chris. I've been coaching guys over 40 for 16 years now, and at 49, and despite 3 now teenage kids sucking the damn life out of me, I am leaner and in decent shape because the 4 habits that I want to talk about today are just part of my routine now. So habit number 1, just find reasons to walk more. Now, I know walking sounds incredibly boring and almost too simple to work for fat loss, but walking burns calories without stressing your body. And it's also one of the best things that you can do for stress control as you get a little bit older, because high stress means high cortisol. High cortisol means your body holds on to fat, especially around your belly. So walking, especially in nature, brings cortisol down, gets you some vitamin D, and plus it burns a couple of 100 calories without making you ravenously hungry like intense cardio exercise does. So build up gradually. Like I said, find reasons to take a walk. Find ways to make it enjoyable too, whether that's a playlist, a podcast, doing it with a friend, doing it somewhere picturesque. And if you're currently doing, say, 3,000 steps a day, just aim for 5,000. Eventually build up to maybe 8,000 steps if you can, but don't stress about hitting some arbitrary 10,000 steps number that some app or guru tells you to do. Just do more than you're doing right now. Park further away, take the stairs, walk while you're on work calls. It all adds up. Then habit 2, cut out NMCs. Yes, I just made up that acronym. It stands for non-meal calories. Now, this is where most guys sabotage themselves without really realizing it. The calories from your actual meals usually aren't the problem. It's all the crap between meals, the snacks, the liquid calories, the mindless nibbling on things that are in your general vicinity. So mid-morning, maybe you grab a latte with syrup and cream. There's 300 calories. Mid-afternoon, you snaffle a few biscuits with your cup of tea, 200 calories. Evening beers or wine, 400 calories. Nibbling while you're making dinner, another 200 calories. There's 1,100 calories that you didn't even think about, and none of it filled you up or satisfied you. And you probably don't even factor those calories in whenever you're thinking about what you consume each day. So here's what I do. My coffee just has a splash of milk in it. I don't do any snacking between meals during the week unless I'm genuinely hungry, which is rare if I make sure my meals are high enough in protein. Evening drinks for me are just a weekend thing too. So by cutting out the NMCs, non-meal calories during the week, you're going to create a calorie deficit without really dieting. So one of my coaching clients was drinking 3 beers every evening. That was over 600 calories. He switched to only having beers at weekends. He lost 10 pounds in 6 weeks without changing anything else. Just having fewer calories and better sleep without the alcohol in his system meant that fat loss suddenly happened again. And speaking of sleep, habit number 3, improve your sleep game. Seriously, treat better sleep as a skill that you need to master now, because this could well be what is killing your fat loss efforts. Poor sleep tanks your metabolism. It throws your hunger hormones out of whack, means more ghrelin and less leptin, so you're hungrier and less satisfied, and it increases our friend Mr. Stress hormone, cortisol. All of that makes fat loss nearly impossible, like putting the brakes on everything, even if you're eating fairly well and trying to work out. Now, I'm not going to tell you to suddenly get 8 hours of sleep if you're currently just about getting 5. That's not realistic. But if you currently go to bed at, say, midnight, start aiming to get to bed for 11 p.m, then maybe go for 10:30 p.m. eventually. Just take small steps with this. But focus on sleep quality too, not just quantity. So the best sleep you can get is when you take magnesium glycinate 30 minutes before bed. That helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. Make sure you don't have any alcohol before bed. It ruins your sleep quality, even if it makes you pass out faster. but also make sure you have a good sleep environment. So your bedroom's dark, cool, your phone is outside the bedroom charging. I mean, I get 7 hours sleep a night because I'm up at 5:30 a.m. to train clients in my studio, but then I do get a few more hours at the weekend. So that's not perfect, but it's consistent and the quality is good because I'm taking my magnesium and I'm in bed by 10 p.m. most nights. Then finally, habit 4 for fat loss is to match your carbs to your activity levels. So carbs get demonized online as being evil, which is nonsense, but there is something you need to understand about them. They are great immediate fuel for activity, but if you don't have a huge need for immediate fuel during the day because you're sedentary, you're sitting at a desk all day, you don't need tons of carbohydrates each day because your body just ends up storing the excess as fat. So I am not saying cut out carbs completely, heaven forbid. Nobody is taking my bloody sourdough bread off me, but I'm saying be smart about how much you're eating with carbohydrates based on your activity levels, what you're actually doing that day. If you have a desk job and you have no workout that day, keep your carbs fairly moderate. Maybe have some at lunch, a bit at dinner, but don't make the carbohydrates the centerpiece of your meals. But if it's a training day or you're going to be active that day, go ahead, have more carbs because your body will use them. So I don't track grams or I don't weigh portions. I'm just being aware. Active day, carbs are okay. Sedentary day, watch the carbs. So weirdly, when I was 31, I was heavier and I was obsessing over losing weight, trying really hard, but look at the state of me. But now at 49, I am leaner because I have built those 4 habits around walking, sleeping, non-meal calories and carbs. They're just part of my routine now. And I've had clients drop 15 pounds in 6 to 8 weeks using this exact approach and just eating healthier versions of all the meals that they already love. This way works because it's sustainable. Stop obsessing over the scale. Stop cleaning out your bowels with coffee. Get fat loss happening on autopilot by just copying those 4 habits. And of course, if you want personalized help figuring out how to build these habits into your specific life, your schedule, your preferences, your unique challenges and situation, I do work with guys one-on-one in my coaching program. There is a link below to fill out a short form that gets you a free personalized coaching video from me where I will explain both the exact steps I feel you need to take to get in shape in your life, but also how my coaching program can help. So please check that out. But as ever, take care of yourself and let's chat soon.